is Professor Sumita Roy, welcoming you to the YouTube channel Sumita Roy's English Classroom. Many of you say that you are unable to remember words. You find it difficult to think of the right word when you want to speak or write. You struggle to find a word when you have the idea but you don't have the corresponding word. So these difficulties which all of us learning a new language face, we struggle for words. One way of overcoming them I have shown in this video, where a single familiar word will have other different forms. If you know one word, you can expand your vocabulary 4 times. So if you know 100 words and you learn the word forms, your vocabulary enhances to 400 words. Unless we do this regularly, we will not be able to overcome the fear that we will forget the word when we need it. If you feel that you need to increase your ability to speak, you want to become fluent and confident, you want to speak clearly, and you want your audience to understand you well, then please remember that it is essential for you to know words. The more your vocabulary is, the better you will speak, the clearer your message, and the more impressive your speaking. So if you learn these word forms, you will get immensely benefited. I have already given you one video on word forms a few days back. Now here is another video which helps you to remember the words. There is a short conversation which uses 4 forms of the same word. 2 such short conversations are there. Once you have mastered those 4 plus 4, 8 words, we have a test. And that exercise is to find out which form of the word we should use in a sentence. I will also give you the answers. You can look through them. Then we have an exercise where I have given you a table, and in that table there are certain forms of the words only given. There are 10 columns. So actually there should be 40 words. Out of those 40, I expect you to do the 30. I have given you only 10 of them. Once you see that and you are able to complete it, even with the help of the dictionary or thinking seriously for a long time to recollect whatever words are there in your passive vocabulary, in your vocabulary that is at the back of your head, then you will find that you are able to remember the words better. From this table, I want you to make 10 sentences per word. So if there are 40 words, you are framing 400 sentences through one video. You can imagine how excellent your ability to use words will become. You will immediately get the word if you practice like this. But then I'm giving you a lot of practice to be done, homework. Since this is a classroom. But I don't know how many of you are doing it seriously. Please write in the comments how you are doing it. Watch the videos completely and subscribe to the channel, not subscribe the channel. That is wrong English. It is subscribe to the channel. And then share the videos, like the videos, but please see that you improve. The ultimate aim of these videos is that you improve. Let us begin with the first set of 4 words. Before that, we have a small conversation. Do ghosts exist? Which uses all the 4 forms of the word believe. The first sentence spoken by a person. Do you believe in ghosts? No, reply. Many false beliefs trouble the mind. Then the first speaker. But the ghost story he told us was believable. Reply. Or maybe he told it believably. Now you see the 4 forms. Believe, verb form. Belief, noun form. Here used as in the plural, beliefs. Believable, adjective, and believably, adverb. You must also look at the way in which the spelling has changed from believe V to believe F. Before we do the exercises, here is a second set of 4 words, care and its 4 forms. The title of the conversation, which introduces us to the 4 forms of the word care, is called A Daughter's Care. Now you have the conversation. She cares about her old parents. The next person says, the care which a daughter gives cannot be given by others. The first speaker says, she is careful to see that the parents get proper food, exercise, and rest. Now the final part of this conversation. She carefully ensures that her parents are comfortable. Ensure is to see. Ensure is to make sure. Now here are the 4 forms of the verb care. Both the noun and the verb form are exactly the same word. But as you can see in the first 2 sentences, she cares is the verb form and the care is the noun form. She uses cares because third person singular always has verb plus s. They care, I care, you care, but he and she cares. So we have that form, the verb and the noun. Now careful is the adjective form. She is careful. That is the form describing the quality of this person. And carefully, that is the adverb form. Now these are the 2 sets which I have given you today. Now we move on to an exercise. Both the forms together. The first sentence has a blank which you have to use the word believe in its verb form to fill. Here both the words believe and care in all their 4 forms are to be used. You have to find out which you have to use. The first sentence, the judge did not blank the witness's story. You have to use the verb form of the word believe. Next sentence, you must cross this busy road. You have a blank and the blank has to be filled with care in the adverb form. The adverb form of care. Third sentence, he took, you have a blank, of his family. Now here the In brackets, the hint is given. Care, you have to use as the noun form. Then you have the next sentence, number 4. They acted according to there's a blank. The word you have to fill in is believe in its noun form. Now you have the last sentence. The old lady is very, you have a blank, with her money. Now you have the word care and its adjective form. So try to recollect all the forms of the 2 words which we did in the conversations, and I explained them to you. Now fill in these 5 blanks and let us now check the answers. The judge did not believe the witness's story. Did not believe. We have to use believe as it is. That is the base form of the verb. Suppose you remove did not, then you can say the judge believed, past tense. Or you can say that the judge believes present tense with S, because judge is singular third person. These are the various forms of the word which you can use, but for us the correct answer is believe. You must cross this road carefully. Care verb, adverb form is carefully. So you must cross this busy road carefully. That is the correct answer. Then care verb, also care is noun. So when it says care noun, you have to use that. He took care of his family. Took is the verb here. Care is the object. So it is a noun and we have the form he took care. They acted according to their belief. Believe noun form is belief with an F. So they acted, whatever work they did, whatever activities they did is only because of what they believed in. So that noun form is belief. The old lady is very careful with her money. The adjective form of care, careful. So care plus full. The old lady is very careful with her money. These are the answers which I hope you have got correct. Now we move on to a more difficult exercise where I have given you a table with 10 words where 3 forms are missing. Only 1 form is given. You have to complete the remaining 3 forms, and as a homework you can make many sentences with them. You can use them in your conversation wherever possible. Let us now move on to that exercise. Look at the table carefully. There are 4 columns, as you can see. The first one is noun, and there are some words here already. Some are missing. 3 are there and the remaining are missing. Then the next column is verb. Here also there are 3 and the remaining are missing. You have to fill in the what is missing. The third column is adjective. Here there are 2 adjectives and the remaining are missing. And in the fourth column, adverb, again you have 2 and you have to fill in the remaining 8. There are 10 columns here. And wherever there is a blank, you have to find out that form. For instance, clarity is given. Now you have to think, what can be the verb of clarity? Adjective and adverb. Then in the next one, we have the verb which is given, collect. So what will be the noun, adjective and adverb? Then the third word, Continuous adjective is given. Noun and verb are not given. Adverb is also not given. You have to find all of them. Then you have in the next word, adverb is given considerably. Noun, verb, adjective, everything is missing. Then you have creation, noun form. The remaining three forms are not there. Next you have verb destroy. Noun, adjective, adverb are not there. Then you have the next word, adjective sad. Noun is not there, verb and adverb are also not there. Next you have adverb form gloriously. Noun, verb, adjective, you have to fill in. Then you have the word imitation, the noun form. Verb, adjective, adverb are missing. It is up to you to find them. And finally, the last word, only the verb form is given. That is endure. Noun, adjective, adverb, you have to find. Now, many of these words are familiar to you, but you have not been using them correctly. It is possible. Or it doesn't come to your mind when you start thinking. Once you practice in a table like this, your clarity will improve. See the word clarity. So just now I used the other form of the word. I don't know whether you have caught that or not. But don't worry. Either you can stop the video here and check your dictionary, or you can put a word by guessing and then check. And of course, if you get it wrong, don't be disheartened. Try to practice it again and again. But I will give you the answers. I will also request all of you to make at least 10 sentences with each. So here you have 40 words. 40 if you make 10 sentences. Just from this one slide, you get 400 sentences to practice your English. That is the way in which we become better. We improve only by doing that. Let us now see the answers. The words which were already given are put in grey boxes. Clarity, collect, continuous, considerably. Creation, destroy, sad and gloriously. Then you have imitation and endure. So clarity, collect, continuous, considerably, we don't have to do anything except make sentences. Creation, destroy, sad and gloriously. Imitation, endure, we don't have to do anything. Now for clarity, the verb is clear. Adjective also is clear. Now I can say, after finishing the work, please clear the table. Please clear the table. That means you clear. The word clear is used here as a verb. Then you move to the adjective. You say, after the rain, there was clear sky. Sky is a noun. Clear is describing the noun. So you have adjective. Then you have clearly. These words need to be explained clearly. So explain is the verb and clearly is the form which is qualifying it. If you have problems, go back to the grammar videos. There is a playlist of grammar. There is a podcast of grammar. There are also separate playlists, noun, verb, etc. Then adjective, adverb also in the other parts of speech you'll find. Check those and you will get the rules. Now you have the verb collect. The noun form is collection. So the parent collected the children's books. That is collect, verb form, already given. Now collection. The collection of the books has to be done on Monday. So collection, noun form. Collective. This is a collective decision. Means everybody together is making the decision. Then collectively, we must decide collectively what we are going to do. So collectively, adverb form. Then you have the word continuous, which is adjective. The form is continuity as noun, continue as verb, and continuously as adverb. I'm not giving you sentences for each because I would like to leave some work for you. This is a classroom. Please don't forget that in a classroom you have lots of homework to do. So making sentences with them, 10 sentences per word I said, is your homework. Now considerably is there, consideration noun form, consider verb form, considerable adjective form. These are the 3 missing ones. Then already given is the noun creation. Verb form is create, adjective creative, and adverb creatively. Then the next one, verb is given destroy. Noun is destruction, adjective destructive, and adverb destructively. Then you have the adjective form is given sad. Noun of sad is sadness. Verb is sadden, and adverb is sadly. Now the next one, adverb is given gloriously. So adjective is glorious. Usually all adjectives you might see, if you add ly, it becomes an adverb. That is a very easy rule to remember. So glorious adjective, glorify verb, and glory noun. Then noun is given imitation. Verb is imitate. Adjective imitative, and adverb imitatively. Next one, verb is given. This is the last word in our exercise. The verb is injure. The noun form of injure is injury. Adjective is injurious. Many times you might have seen this on cigarette packets. Smoking is injurious to health. See, already you know this word. So you can easily guess the word and put it. Then you have the form injuriously. That is the adverb form. I hope you have been able to get some of these correct. Possibly all of them correct if your vocabulary is good. But practice is where the problem comes. You might know them as words, but are you using them? Do they come to your mind when you want to speak? That is what you have to do, and that is what this video is all about. You have learned 48 words in this video, which you will be able to remember and use very easily. Make a list of familiar words and try to find 4 forms of those words which only one form is familiar to you. In this way, if you practice, watch the video many times if you require, and practice as I'm telling you, I can guarantee you that your English will become excellent. You will never struggle to remember a word. But what is required is practice. Unless you practice sincerely, just watching a video and saying good morning or it is very nice is not going to help you. Real hard work is your investment of time and energy and effort, and actually speaking, actually thinking and speaking spontaneously. All these have videos already on the channel. If you look at the channel list and you search for the videos, you will get. Look at the playlists and podcasts. In one place, you will get all the similar videos. Somebody wanted to know what videos to watch in what order. That person wanted to learn grammar. Therefore, I suggested that in the grammar playlist, whatever is the order of uploading the video, that is the order of learning. There is no other order. So please do that. I wish that you learn more and more words, your vocabulary, your expressions all improve, and you feel confident to speak English without any fear, never struggling to remember words. All the best and thank you.